Oh my, what? It's all gone wrong. Right, hang on. It's all gone horribly wrong today. Nothing's working. I've had tech issues all day. Oh, right, here. Woo, 3 flights of stairs later. Right, so you may notice that it looks a bit strange, my, things, the images and the stuff. Well, after a suggestion. Hang on, let me just shut up. Thank you. After a suggestion from yesterday, where are we going? Oh, shake. I decided to have a little browse about, and well, this is the reason it says test something, live typing test in the title as well. Ladies and gentlemen, and dogs and cats, look at this. Holy shit, Derek! Look at this. Is this not the bollocks? Look at this. So, I went online and I just started looking around for, like, live timings, because someone said in my chat, like, you know, can you do a multi-viewer and show the live timing? And I was like, well, no. If I show the official Formula 1 live timing, I get, you know, last time I did it, I got suspended for a month on Twitch, and I only got unsuspended by taking copyright school, which was just a little questionnaire. I also got a copyright strike, like an actual channel strike, on my other YouTube channel. I need to do watch-alongs over there. So, went online, done a bit of digging, I found this website. Now, I've seen quite a lot of other people use this website for their watch-alongs. Now, and they don't link it in the description or anything. They gatekeep it. I'm not going to. So in a second, if you go to the description of my video, in my stream, in about 5 seconds, you will see the link to the live timing website that I use that you can all use as well. Now, I don't even know if I'm allowed to show it. I'm just going to anyway. I know I don't think I'm going to get copyright striked. I can get claimed, and I might get claimed, I'm not too sure, but let's just see. We're here for the journey, you know? So, the Austrian sprint race will begin in about a minute and a half time, and we will go from there. So, let me go get the starting grid for you. I actually missed sprint qualifying yesterday because I was asleep. I was not doing the 24-hour challenge, so your starting lineup is going to be Max Verstappen. I remember, I did actually watch the rerun of Sprint Quali, so I have seen it. Max Verstappen by a 10th over Lando Norris, and then we have Oscar Piastri in P3. George Russell, actually, you know what I will do, actually, just make life a bit easier for you lot. I'll just do this, and then this. There you go. That's your starting grid. Turn that off. There you go. That's the starting grid for today. Some key things to look out for is the fact that Sargent out-qualified Albon on merit. The Stakes, or the Saubers, whatever you want to call them, being shit as per usual. And Checo Perez actually getting to a Q3 at one point. But I actually saw that they sent him out at, like, the same time as Gasly and Ocon, like, the exact same time. And there was no time left in the session to go and build a gap. And when you watch the replay, he was right stuck behind Ocon throughout his entire lap, and he had to abort it. So, that's unlucky, but, you know, the game's the game. Do you know what I mean? So, one thing I do need to do, actually, is the formation lap is underway. Is move this to here. Now, one thing I need to do is I need to put a delay on my thing. Right, so Verstappen just makes his way around turn 2. So if I do this, that should be spot on. Okay. Now we are locked. Now I just need to get the Sky Sports broadcast on my screen. Obviously, you lot can't see it. I can. Close that. Close that. Hang on a second. Like I said, this is a test. I don't even know if this is working, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Now, the last thing I need to do is get my chat up on my phone, and we are now ready to go. So I've got my chat ready, everything's ready. You can see Verstappen now making his way around the final corner. Albon starting from the pit lane, I believe. Does it say on the live timing thing? No, it just says pit. Okay. Oh, we are so ready. 24th lap. I also need to get the, oh my god, there's so many things on my screen. You've got, there's so many things on my screen. You've got the live timing that you lot can see. Then I've got the Now TV broadcast, right, the Sky broadcast in the bottom left, and the lap counter in the top left. We are so locked. We are nearly ready to go. I can't really see the Sky Sports broadcast. It is a bit on the small side. It's a shame you can't do picture-in-picture, but, you know, the game's the game. Nothing I can do about that. I don't even know what's going to happen today. McLaren are supposed to be quick. They don't look... Well, they look quick, obviously, but not the quickest. Or maybe it's just Verstappen doing Verstappen things. So there's the mystery green flag, man. He's going to wave it. And you can see we're about to begin... Now. Oh. Aborted start. Okay, got some traffic light issues, I see. Alright, don't trust the Austrians' electronics. That's the lesson of the day. What? Start aborted extra formation lap is what that says. Okay, cool. That's odd, but fine. Great! That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before, to be fair. An actual aborted start. Now, that is very interesting, I must say. Oh, what a bit of analysis by Martin Brundle saying there might be a glitch somewhere. Top commentary, that. Does it? According to the commentator currently talking, I know David Croft ain't there, so I don't actually know who the other commentator is. He's already doing a marvellous job, though. He has just said that because there's an extra formation lap, there's one less race lap. That is how that works, isn't it? That's really fucking cringe, though. That's so cringe. Like, I know these cars are... I suppose it's because of the fuel, isn't it? You can't do an extra formation lap that doesn't count as a race lap because they don't have the fuel to do it. But still, it's still like, I don't know. I think they should just go back in the pits and an extra lap of fuel, do you know what I mean? But no matter, now it's only going to be a 23 lap race. I don't know if it's going to be, okay, so it is actually going to change to 1 of 23, not 1 of 24. So let's update that for you. Right. Now, are the lights actually working now? That is the question of not only the hour, but the year, the decade, and the millennium. Are the lights going to actually work this time? Let's find out. The cars are lining up for the second time. Verstappen doing yet another burnout. I suppose now you can get those tyres in some proper working windows with 2 formation laps. Everyone getting ready? That's a thought, actually. Alex Albon's had a complete stroke of luck there. It means that he can now actually start from the grid because, you know, he was in the pit lane. He came out for the formation lap. Well, no, he came out as the lights were meant to go. Oh, no, he goes back in the pit lane. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's my bad for not knowing the rules. Imagine getting told, mate, you got to come back in the pit lane because of an aborted start. That's hilarious. Although, to be fair, he does get a full lap of, like, formation lap to, like, you know, get those tyres working. So, nevertheless, it's still an advantage now. The mystery green flag man is once again present. He's waving the flag. Do the lights actually work this time? Yes, the lights are working. Here we go. Austria sprint race. And we are away. And nothing's happened. Okay, no, we are away. I thought they stopped again. McLaren's going wheel to wheel. That's fucking scary. You don't want to do that. No moves going on. Hang on. No, we do. Do we? I think Carlos Sainz and Hamilton were scrapping a little bit. Going up the hill now. McLaren's going wheel to wheel. That's a bit dangerous. You don't want to do that. Lando Norris keeps ahead. Leclerc, +2 positions already. Up to P8. Someone's just gone off. I don't know who that was, but they're gone. Oh, Magnussen's now up to 9th. There is a massive fight going on in the midfield right now. Look at Magnussen, Ocon, and Leclerc. -2, +2, +2. As Sainz gets past Russell for 4th. And Leclerc... Oh, we've done that for. Sergio Perez now down a place as well. Leclerc already up 3. He started P10 because his engine stopped. Right. Stop. Oh, this is lagging bad. Oh, that's lap 1 complete. If that issue persists, I'll turn the delay off and just fuck off the Sky broadcast. Hold it! Hold it! Do you know what I mean? Going into turn number 3. Max Verstappen still leads, followed by Lando Norris. I now need to lower the delay on this. Bosh, there you go. Everyone's going to skip forward a little bit. There you go. Please keep in mind, this is a test. Once I do this once or twice, then I'll have it down and everything will be good. So, Magnussen, up to 9th already. Go on, lad. Popping off. So, I assume the L's and then the numbers is how many laps they are. So, Perez on the... Stop! Perez on the oldest tyres of anyone so far. 7 laps on those tyres. Oh no, Verstappen has the same as well. Oh no, he doesn't. I'm lying. Ignore me. 0.5 between Verstappen and Norris. It's still extremely close between them. Going up the hill. Will Lando go for it? That's looking very, very close into the braking zone. It doesn't look like he is. Lando Norris doesn't go for it. Max Verstappen doing a little bit of defending for the lad. Stays ahead though, but both McLarens are right up Verstappen's arse. Look at that. Lando Norris now a really good run. I think he's going to go for it. Lando Norris going for it. Does he get the place though? Go on, Shan. Do it for the boys. He goes for a switchback. It doesn't quite work. Verstappen holds on to the lead. But Lando Norris has the fastest lap by now by 2/10 over Verstappen. Piastri also in the high 1:08. Bro's cooking. Like I said, if you want this live timing for yourself and you don't want to watch me, in the description of this live stream, there will be a link to this website. Like I said as well, lots of other streams use this website, but don't tell you which website it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to gatekeep it. I also don't even know if I'm allowed to stream this, but I'm doing it anyway, because fuck it. Lap number 4 out of 23. Verstappen leads by half a second over Lando Norris again, with the fastest sector 3 as well. So it's a 1:09.3. Norris, all the top 3 within 9 milliseconds, no, 12 milliseconds of each other. That's pretty wild. Lando Norris once again not going for it. Verstappen not really having to go very defensive on that lap. But Lando Norris is, you know, he's up his arse, is the technical term for that. Will Lando go for it again, though, going into turn 4? No, they are actually going wheel to wheel with Verstappen defending very, very well. I feel like there's quite a lot of time management going on because the exits are almost equal. I feel like Lando Norris could just do a better exit than Verstappen and go past. What tires? Okay, so everyone's on mediums. Yeah, a 23-lap medium stint ain't crazy, but I suppose you have to still... Doesn't matter what tires you're on, really, does it? You have to manage some amount. Max Verstappen across the line is going to do a 1 minute 9 dead. Lando Norris, a 1 minute 9 dead. Piastri, a 1 minute 9 dead. That's pretty crazy. Right, DRS active again for Lando Norris. We are now on lap number 5 of 23. That's the number I'm looking for. Lando Norris sends up the inside of Verstappen. Can he get the move done? No, he goes wide. Verstappen on the switchback. Who's got DRS? Who's got DRS? It's Lando Norris. What a move by Lando Norris. Sends it up the inside like he's silly. Verstappen now up the inside of Norris and gets the place back. And then Piastri nabs it off Lando as well. My goodness, David Croft wishes he were here. He'd be losing his shit. McLaren's going wheel to wheel. Oscar Piastri round the outside. This is a bit mental, this. Now, Piastri's Verstappen's closest contender. That was mad. So Norris gets the move done in turn 3 in the hard braking zone. Outbrakes himself a little bit. And then Verstappen does a switchback. They go wheel to wheel into the next corner. Not Lando Norris sent it like he was silly. And Verstappen thought, hang on a minute here. If you're doing that, why the fuck can't I do that as well? So then Verstappen just sends it up the inside like he's silly. And gets the place back. And then the McLarens go wheel to wheel. And Piastri sends it round the outside like he's fucking Ricciardo in the prime. Now we have Oscar Piastri of DRS. Can he get the move on Verstappen? Verstappen, imagine having a supportive teammate. You know, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are both capable of beating Verstappen here. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez is in P8. Just sort of there. Like, he's not really doing anything. He's just there doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Crazy stuff. So this is the replay. Yeah, so Lando Norris goes up the inside from fucking miles back, I must say. Literally Ricciardo Hungary 2014. Outbrakes himself. Verstappen does a switchback, almost hits Piastri. Now, even though Lando Norris has DRS, because of the slipstream, Verstappen then thinks, right, I'm close enough here, now I'm going to send it up the inside. Sends it up the inside, locks his front right, gets Lando Norris, and then Piastri's like, hang on a minute here, that's my teammate, I don't care. Honestly, I'm going to have him. And so he has him. They go wheel to wheel into the first fast left, and just goes around the outside. Now we can see on the live timing, Piastri, is he going to go for a move? No, as we are now on lap number 7. My goodness, quite action-packed at the front. Nothing really going on behind. We have Sergio Perez, maybe like a problem. No, it just ain't a problem, is it? He's just slow, let's be honest. So, you know, got half a second away between Verstappen and Piastri, and then we've got 8 tenths back, 9 tenths back to Norris. But I'm more looking at the fact that about a lap ago, Leclerc was 1.3 away from Hamilton and Perez was 1.7 away from Leclerc. All of a sudden, Leclerc is 0.7 away from Hamilton, Perez 2.7 behind Leclerc. And that's because you can see their recent lap times. Leclerc done a 9.4, Perez a 10.2. Lost 8 tenths to Leclerc on that lap. Now we begin lap number 8. Of this Austria sprint race, Verstappen a 9 dead, Piastri a 9.1, Norris a 9.1, 1,000th split in the McLaren, Sainz a 9.7. So you can really see that it's Verstappen and the McLaren's just a class of the field. They're just gone. Sergio Perez a whole second slower than Verstappen on that lap. You can't even use the excuse that his tyres are a couple laps older than everyone. It's not a second difference, let's be honest. Sainz and Russell now scrapping, and I think Russell is going to get that place. Russell up to P4, so now Russell and Sainz are back to where they started. That's a good move by Russell, DRS, and it wasn't easy. He still had to brake later than Sainz and cover him off a little bit. Look at Hamilton, though. Hamilton right there. Go on, son. Have it! Alex Albon still hasn't caught up to Zhou Guanyu. Now, one thing I've noticed is Sargent's dropped back a place, I believe. Alex Albon... Daniel Ricciardo's dropped back a bit as well, hasn't he? Someone's had a really good start. Who was it? It was the Hulkenberg. So Hulkenberg started 17th, Ricciardo 16th, Sargent 15th, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So just Hulkenberg having a flyer. Kevin Magnussen, by the way, yes, he's 4 seconds behind, but he's 1 place off the points. If one of the top 8 have a bit of a collision, i.e. Perez, points for Haas at the end of the day. Piastri getting close to Verstappen on lap number 9 on the second DRS. And look at that battle between you got Mercedes Ferrari. That's quite fun. But I'm fairly certain that everyone's just saving tyres now. I feel like McLaren have the pace to go for Verstappen, but they'd use all their tyres up and that'll bite them in the arse later on. That's like literally every single race, to be fair. That's what they do. That's just how it works. Right, Piastri has actually dropped out of Verstappen's DRS now. Even though they set almost the same lap times, Lando Norris 6/10 slower than both Piastri and Verstappen on that lap. What's happened there then? Sergio Perez starting to get that gap down a lot as well, from like 2.8 to 2.1. I'm just confused, I'm going to be honest. Lando Norris continuing to lose time. I'd be surprised if we see any green sectors, to be honest. We're seeing a couple green mini sectors. Russell primarily, the second mini sector in Sector 1, the second mini sector in Sector 2. That's a fucking tongue twister. Second mini sector in Sector 2. No moves going on though between the field. Maybe Sargent and Ricciardo having a bit of a scrap. You can see all the way back there in P16 and 17. Still scrapping, nothing going on there. By the way, I'd also like to just congratulate Logan Sargent. He actually out-qualified his teammate on pure merit by like some distance as well. You gotta respect it. After the absolute miseries of Spain, getting absolutely nothing done, finishing 20th, getting a grid place drop to go from 20th to 20th, being horrible throughout the race. This is a good comeback drive, no matter where he finishes. To out-qualify his teammate and get into SQ2 is more than impressive for Logan Sargent. Now, you can actually see, now Verstappen's dropped Piastri from the DRS, that gap's starting to go up a little bit. And this is where the question arises. Is it a car thing or a Verstappen thing? Now, of course, it's a car thing to some extent, but I want to know how can I word it? Here's how I word it. If you put Norris or Piastri in that Red Bull that Verstappen's driving, could they drive at the level Verstappen is? Because that's what I want to know. Because you got Sergio Perez, who sort of catching Leclerc, but we know he's shit. I think it's a Verstappen thing, personally. Right, lap number 12 in this race. We are now halfway through. Verstappen at 9.5, yeesh. Piastri at 9.7, Norris at 9.5, Russell at 9.4, Sainz at 9.5, Hamilton at 9.6, Leclerc at 9.7, Perez at 9.7. So the top 8 are all lapping within 2 or 3 tenths of each other on lap number 12. And like I said, now the DRS is gone, you can see that gap between Verstappen and Piastri just getting very large. So, you know, this is the thing, right, as well, is if Verstappen doesn't make mistakes, he isn't going to, like, you know, lock up or cock up. That's a new saying. Lock up or cock up. They're not going to lock up or cock up, and he's going to lose, like, half a second. He will stay at this pace or be consistently fast. My point is, the only chance Piastri has, or even Norris, to get Verstappen is to just give it the fucking beans without cocking up. This is what confuses me, right? In Spain, last weekend, right, Lando Norris had the fastest car, yeah, qualified on pole position by only 20 milliseconds, and then failed to win the race, right? Now, I know people like Lando. Lando is one of my favourites as well, but when you have the clear fastest car and the clear fastest race pace, and you don't win, but you get driver of the day anyway, I don't even know. 1.9 now between Verstappen and Piastri. You can see the recent lap times. Piastri, half a second down on Verstappen on that lap. Norris, a tenth away. Russell, a tenth away. Sainz actually quicker. Hamilton right there. Perez, a tenth and a bit back. Leclerc right there. They're all doing the same lap times from P1 to 8. And then you just got... I like that. Look at the time difference between P8 and 9. Obviously, the top 8 are like the elite cars. You know, like the Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes. So you got like everyone in the top 8 is doing like 9.5s to 9.7s. And then you've just got Magnussen with a 10.4, 10.4, 10.4. Hilarious. Right, lap number 14. These laps are absolutely flying by. 2 seconds now is the gap between Verstappen and Piastri, consistently increasing that gap. And I think that's just because look how consistent Verstappen is. Every single lap, he is doing 1 minute 5. Sorry, not 1 minute 5. 1 minute 9.5s. Piastri done like a, you know, a 10 dead, 9.8, 9.7, 9.9. It's very inconsistent, as is Lando Norris's. So, let's work this out. Verstappen gets 8 points. Perez gets 1. So, Red Bull score 9. McLaren are going to get 13. So, they're actually going to get a 4-point increase in the Constructors' Championship. Lando Norris now within a second of Oscar Piastri. Bit of a McLaren fight. I'm up for that. We saw that earlier in the race. It was very entertaining. Two very quality drivers. Lap number 15 is a Bosch. There it is. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, so Mercedes are going to get what? 8, 7, 6, 5. So Mercedes get 8. McLaren get 13. Red Bull get 9. Ferrari get 6. Now, is Lando Norris going to go for a move on Oscar Piastri into turn 3? No. Okay, what about the next DRS zone? Can Lando get a good exit? Let's see. The exit's, yeah. I don't think it's going to be enough to get an overtake done. We can see on the live timing. Is it going to be a thing? Send it like he's silly? No, not on his teammate. That'd be a bit barbaric, wouldn't it? Now, as well. What's it saying? Oh, yeah. We still have that, you know, Mercedes-Ferrari battle to look at. This is what I find really interesting, right? How is it that this track, you know, I don't even know if it's good or bad for overtaking. There's like 3 overtaking spots. We have Russell, 8 tenths back is Sainz, 8 tenths back Hamilton. 0 overtake, like, opportunities at all. Piastri to Lando, 0.6. No overtaking. We have loads of cars. Look at the back of the grid as well, behind Gasly. All of those cars are within a second of each other. And there's no overtakes going on, apart from Ricciardo getting past Sargent. That's it. Anyway, lap number 16, so we have what? 8, 7 laps left? Still plenty of time for things to change. It's just Verstappen's now built that lead to 2.5 seconds. That's what I was talking about earlier. So McLaren will catch Red Bull by 4 points throughout this race. Red Bull will extend their gap to Mercedes by about 5, and then Ferrari by about 7. And of course, Verstappen increases his lead in the Drivers' Championship by like the smallest of margins. I still don't really understand the point of these sprint races. Like, it affects the championship in such a small amount, but I don't even know. Lap number 17 now. Numero 17. Let's cook. Will Norris go for a move? He has to at some point. Surely he isn't just going to sit behind Piastri for the entire duration of the race. He wants that P2, surely. Oh, that's a bad exit from Piastri, though. This is possibly Norris's best chance yet. He's getting close. You can see on the live timing, but he doesn't go for it because he's too far back. Somehow, that gap was too far. So, I'm just I don't know. Perez is just unbelievably slow now, as you can see. Lap number 18 begins. Sergio Perez a 1:10.5. Let's do some laps of Verstappen, a 9.5. Piastri a 10 dead. Lando a 10 dead. Russell a 9.9. Sainz a 10.1. Hamilton a 10 dead. Leclerc a 10.4. Perez a 10.5. Oh no, a 10.4. So they're still lapping all the same. It's just now the lap time, apart from Verstappen, of course, who is still doing 9.5s, no one else can get even close to that level of pace. Honestly, pains me to say it, I don't think Perez is the tyre whisperer anymore. I don't think he's the tyre whisperer. Because let's be honest, Verstappen has 1 lap newer tyres, right? 1 lap newer, which is like nothing, right? He's still lapping in the mid 1 minute 9s. He's half a second quicker than everyone else, 9/10 quicker than Perez. I just feel like he can't do the tyre things anymore. Anyway, lap number 19, we're in the final 5 laps of this race. Verstappen a 9.7, Piastri and Norris both within 2/10 of that. Sainz a 10.6, that's a pretty shambolic lap time. Everyone else, once again, within a 10th of each other. Also at the back of the grid, nothing changing. This is what I mean. Everyone's in DRS, but there's no overtakes. Look at the Mercedes battle going on. Sainz, though, Russell's actually dropped Sainz considerably. And we might actually see a move here, as I'm talking about the lack of moves. Look at Sainz and Hamilton. They're getting quite close. That's nowhere near enough. You need to be, what? 0.3 on the exit of turn 3, probably? Which is just dumb. To get an overtake done with DRS, 0.3 is like almost impossible because of like, you know, exits and how exits work in terms of physics. So that's why we're not seeing any overtakes, is because, you know, the only way we're going to see an overtake if someone uses their tyres, which of course in like 3 laps time will ruin them. Lap number 20, 4 laps remaining now. Verstappen a 9.6. He's just so fucking good, isn't he? Piastri a 9.9. Norris 10.1. Once again, everybody lapping sort of similar. Until, you know, of course, Perez just being himself, getting outpaced by Kevin fucking Magnussen. Hold. .6 between Verstappen and Piastri is kind of wild when you think about it. In the opening laps of this race, both McLarens looked like they were going to get past Verstappen and just piss off. But now, all of a sudden, Verstappen's just looking like 2023 all over again. Just gapping everyone by a considerable margin. Every lap, he's consistently 3 to 5 tenths quicker than everyone. Do you know what I mean? Right, lap 21. The final 3 laps of this sprint race. Gone extremely quick. We are only half an hour in, and we're almost done. We're only going to be here for another 5 minutes until this stream ends. Unlucky, but the game's the game. Although, to be fair, this sprint race has been utterly dull. Very, very good in the first 4 or 5 laps. We saw Lando going for the move on Verstappen. Piastri getting past Lando. That's it. That's it. Everything else is just no one's moved positions. Absolutely shocking. It's just depressing. Ocon maybe looking for a move on his teammate, which is very brave. Lance Stroll right ahead of them as well. I believe, yeah, no, Ocon's done it here. Look at the gap. Wait, why is the gap getting bigger? Wait, did Gasly get DRS there? No, I missed that. I might have missed that. That might be my bad. Alex Albon has actually managed to clear both of the Saubers. Zhou Guanyu absolutely miles back, just being himself, really. He should really go to a reserve driver role. Currently chilling 6 seconds behind his teammate. Nice. Alex Albon passed them both. Now looking to get a move done on his teammate, Logan Sargent. That would be heartbreaking, because Logan Sargent has done so well to out-qualify Alex Albon on merit. And now that ain't really looking like it's going to happen. Daniel Ricciardo, by the way, look at that. He's got past Fernando Alonso because Hulkenberg sent it up the inside like he's done. Daniel Ricciardo just thought, you know what, I'll have some. And now, wait, are we already? Oh no, I thought we were on the final lap then. That scared me. Can Ricciardo get past How did Hulkenberg get there? Oh, yeah. So can Hulkenberg keep his place in, what position is he? He's going to be chilling P14. Nothing to write home about, but it ain't awful. Or to be fair, his teammates, you know, I feel like if Ricciardo can get Hulkenberg, which is looking good, you can see Ricciardo, is he going to send it? It's what he likes to do. No, is the answer to that. And now we begin the final lap of this race. We can see the McLaren still quite close to each other, although now it's about 0.5 of a second. Verstappen increases his gap to 4 seconds. Now, this is Lando's last opportunity to get past Oscar Piastri. Is he going to send it up the inside, or is he going to let his teammate have that P2? Here he goes. He's not sending up the inside going into turn 3. Will he get a good exit, though? No, he has an absolutely horrific dog shit in the mud shit exit. And I think that means that Lando Norris is going to stay in P3 and get done by his own teammate. And there it is. There is your confirmation. Piastri stays ahead of Lando. Verstappen now making his way around the final S-bends. They're not S-bends, are they? They're just left. They're just left turns. Do you know what I mean? They just go left. We can also look in the back as well. Will Ricciardo send it up the inside of Hulkenberg? He's gone for it. Daniel Ricciardo on Hulkenberg. Go on, son. Yeah! No! Shit! Well, Verstappen, as you know, he always dominates around this place. He's won it like 6 years in a row. He comes across the line. Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix sprint race. Oscar Piastri finishes P2. Very, very good result by him. Daniel Ricciardo and Hulkenberg fighting. They're going wheel to wheel, I think, and Hulkenberg just stays ahead. Russell finishes 4th, Sainz 5th, Hamilton 6th, Leclerc 7th. Sergio Perez has disappeared off the lifetime. There he is, he's back. He finishes 8th and picks up the final points place. Kevin Magnussen, good result in P9. Lance Stroll, after his contract extension, finishes P10. Esteban Ocon finishes P11. Pierre Gasly P12. Yuki Tsunoda P13. Nico Hulkenberg just gets across the line ahead of Ricciardo for P14. Daniel Ricciardo P15. Fernando Alonso P16. Sargent finishes ahead of his teammate. 17th for Sargent, 18th for Albon. And the Saubers, I don't even need to tell you where. I can literally say, where do you think the Saubers finished? And you'd go 19th and 20th, and I'd go, yeah, they did. They are horrible, but that is the sprint race done. That was absolutely, I tell you what though, all things considered, that was absolutely horrific. Get rid of sprints. Please. Remove them. Just remove them entirely. Please. Please, please, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Remove sprints. They offer nothing to the Drivers' Championship. They offer nothing to the Constructors' Championship. And at the end of the day, the race was shit. Nothing happened. Martin Brundle immediately insulting Sergio Perez almost instantly as the race ends. He likes doing that, doesn't he? He likes picking on Perez. Anyway, let's fuck off the Sky broadcast because that's done. It's not. I don't really care about the post-driver interviews. Now, that's going to be me heading off. Only for a little short half-an-hour stream, but of course, I'm not going to stick around. There's nothing to do, really. Do you know what I mean? So, I might be back. I hope I'll be back. yeah, I don't know if I will. Tiredness might be a factor. I've only been up 12 hours, so I might be able to do it. I'm not too sure though, but we'll see. If I can stay awake, that is. I do have this, which is an energy drink, plus 2 more. And I've already drank 1. I've got this, which is half full. I've got another 2 in the fridge. So if I need those, I can have them for some extra caffeine. I'll be back. If I will be back, I'll be back at 2:50 BST for quali. You know, quali. The good game mode. Game mode. Why did I say game? It's because I've read it. I just read a tweet that said game mode. My bad. The actually important session, the one that actually means some sort of something. You know, I just hate sprints. What can I say? They're just horrific. Sprint quali's obviously good because it's quali. Quali, no matter what's exciting. That race was horrible. I think there was 1 overtake, which was at the start. Which was Lando going by Verstappen, Verstappen going by Lando, and then Piastri getting by Lando. That was it. So yeah, I'm going to head off. That's all from me. This was my first test of using the live timing. It's good. The live timing is good. It's fast. It does bug out a couple of times, but, you know, fuck it. I don't really care. I feel like this just is an improvement to my streams, you know? Rather than just, you know, let me just do it. Rather than this, where it's just my face, and that's it, I can see why the stream might get a bit boring. This was originally, this sort of thing where it's just me here, is sort of similar to Mark Goldbridge, if you know him, when he does his football watch-alongs. It's just him here, talking bollocks. But now I've got this. This is a huge W. You can now see everyone's positions, the sector times. I would like to remove the sector times so I can make my camera bigger, but, you know, it's cool. And then you've got, you know, the track, obviously, lap counter in the bottom left. It's all very, very cool. Now, I will say it one more time if anyone is just tuning in before I head off. This website, there are quite a lot of YouTube channels that use this website but don't tell you what website it is. I went through 3 pages of Google searching to find a good, just find any live timing that I can access. This website is fucking quality. You just go on, you click a button, live timing, bosh, it's there. So, if you want this website, if you want to go on it, whether you want to just watch the live timing yourself, or you want to show it on your own streams, there is a link to it in the description, right? You can go there, it'll take you straight to this website. It's an absolute banger. So that's going to be all from me today. If I'm awake, like I said, I'll be back at 2:50 PM BSC for quali, and let me cook. Let's go. New pedals arrived as well, so I can start making videos again. What a W. W's all round. Congratulations to Verstappen, especially Piastri as well. Great race by him. And I'll see you a lot later, if not tomorrow, for an absolute banger Grand Prix. See you then, and bye-bye.
Look straight ahead and you will see. You will see. How many worlds would you cross to use the line that's right in front of you? There is no light on the other side. I say, look straight ahead and you will see. How many worlds would you cross to use the light that's right in front of you? There is no light on the other side. I say, look straight ahead and you will see. You will see.
face, I know, but I can never match your name or face. My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painted fairy tales on the wall, calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting